Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for what really is a historic occasion at Quincy University as we announce our success in fundraising in this past fiscal year. And to kick things off, we'll start with the QU Fund, and our chair this year was Linda Moore, a former member of our Board of Trustees and an alumnus from the class of 1981. Please welcome Linda.
Thank you, Matt. Well, last fall, they asked me to chair the annual fund. I said, sure. Then they said, oh, by the way, we've raised your goal by 20%. So I decided, you know what, you go big or you go home. Well, we not only went big this year, but we exceeded our goal. Our goal was 1.2 million, and our final tally is $1,231,608, which is 3% over goal. So we actually increased by 23%. I'd like to thank all of our alumni and friends who donated to the annual fund. You know, the annual fund keeps things moving year after year, and without your support of the annual fund, we couldn't do what we do. So thank you very much.
Thank you all for being here. When I came, I heard consistently from our board chair that we needed to raise the QU fund, and when we made the decision to go 20% with that, I knew there was nobody else in this town who could make that happen other than Linda Moore. So Linda, thank you so much for all of your help on that front. I am here to give you some more good news. This was a record-setting year on many levels, many different fronts in the advancement area, and to give you the total raised for the fiscal year, which is $10,433,960. That's all funds. It is obviously our first time over 10 million. Many schools much larger than us will be envious as they hear this press conference today. It is the largest year in QU history. It is more than double last year's giving, and it is 21% higher than our prior record, which happened in 2019-2020. We also broke the record for the most giving to the endowment. That number is $4.275 million. This is very important giving because this is giving that makes sure that we stay in existence for the future. It is also the largest amount ever given in QU history and more than $1 million higher than our previous record, which was also set in 2019-2020. What I'm particularly proud of as I look out over the room today is we also set the record for the highest percentage faculty staff giving in QU's history. So faculty and staff who are here, give yourself a hand. That number, by the way, is 98%, which frankly is kind of stunning that we would have a number that high. It is the highest in QU history, and to give you some comparison, over the last several years, it's been running in the 80s. This is important because we get asked this by our donors when we're on the road. So do your own people believe in the institution? And this is one way we can say. And now we can say nearly everybody did, and people who didn't probably just forgot at the very end. I want to thank all of our donors who've participated in some way in making this year possible. I see several of you, in addition to our faculty and staff in the room. Thank you for making this truly a great year at QU. I also want to thank our advancement staff who have worked tirelessly to do yeoman's kind of work, understaffed and sometimes a bit bemused by some things that the new guy coming in asked them to do, but they always did it. They did it most often with a smile, at least to my face, and we just had a great year. I'll now turn the program over to our fearless leader, who was also, I must admit, instrumental in making this year happen, President Brian McGee.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you do not think today is a great day to be a Hawk, I really think you ought to consider your standards on that one. This is one of those days that we live for at QU, the days when students cross the stage at commencement, always the best days in our year. But this is another one of those days because we recognize that the belief of our community in what we do to transform student lives means that people are willing to invest in this institution. And invest is the right word. Donors have many good causes to choose from. And yet they realize that if they invest in a young person, then they're making a difference in their community for generations to come. So with our annual fund, we give people an opportunity to invest in today's students by creating more scholarship opportunities, by improving our physical facilities, by creating more out-of-classroom experiences for our students, by supporting the wonderful faculty and staff who make those students' experiences more rich and meaningful. So with the annual fund, we are supporting the great work done today at the university, and we've done so at a record-breaking pace this year. So I'm profoundly grateful for every person who gave $25, $250, $1,000, whatever the amount was, to make the annual fund work and be meaningful. But we've also had a record-breaking year, as you already heard, from folks at all levels who wanted to commit to the long-term future of this university with gifts to endowment and gifts to other long-term causes of the institution. And that means that our endowment has grown larger, which means that 25 years, 50 years, 100 years from now, this university will benefit from that endowment income, which will continue to sustain the wonderful work of this institution. So yes, we've had some great numbers reviewed today, but I want you to leave this room not necessarily remembering $10.4 million, though I'm certainly going to, but remembering impact, because that's what we've had today. A transformational impact on the present and the future of this institution, from one donor after another saying, yes, I will invest in young people, I will invest in the extraordinary Catholic and Franciscan education that is provided here, I will invest in my community and my region because QU lifts up this region in a myriad ways. We have seen today a transformational and life-changing impact for students that has resulted from this amazing investment. And of course, we are securing the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd centuries for Quincy University, an institution that has done wonderful work for 160 years, and the next 160 years are going to be even better. Am I right? Yeah. That wasn't nearly enthusiastic enough, folks. So, this is a great day for QU in all forms. I hope you'll leave here smiling as broadly as I've been smiling ever since I knew this day was coming. And I tell you, anytime you break out the champagne to celebrate a fundraising year, you know you've had an awfully good one. So my heartfelt congratulations to all of you who made this possible. My heartfelt thanks to all of us who have been donors to this place. And I've got to tell you, I knew things were going well when last month Dr. Wyatt told me I could hold my check for my next donation until this fiscal year, because he's now worried about the high bar that has been set by 2021, 2022, as he thinks about 2022, 2023. So thank you, congratulations, God bless, and it's a great day to be a Hawk. Thank you.
Thank you, President McGee, and thank you for joining us today on this momentous occasion, and thank you for being a part of Quincy University.